Earning 20,000 now. 3 years after that, how much are you earning? 20? 21,000? 22,000, di ba? So the remuneration rate actually is slow. And if you mo lang itaon, that's 7 years of your life before you even started considering going abroad. And how old are you already that time? Swerte na galing kung wala ka nakapasabak. No, or pwede na, swerte na kung wala kami sabak, wala ni sabak ang bata. Because that would limit your opportunity kung na kay pamilya. Now, what I'm saying, Sir JP, is as early as 18 years old and as early as after they graduate K to 12, it would be better to encourage the child to go abroad and study for the next 3 or 4 years. Ang bachelor degree sa Australia actually is 3 years lang. Unlike here in Philippines where you need to study 4 years. So after 3 years na siya work visa. After niya mag-work visa, mag-apply siya yung PR. So ang iya journey is in the next 4 to 5 years, pwede na siya mag-permanent resident sa Australia. In the next 4 to 5 years, pwede na siya mag-citizen sa Australia. And how old is he? 21. No, not sorry. 23, 24, 25. So sa'yo sa siya makatabang sa mga isuon. Now why would we waste our 7 years of our lives here if we can go there and it's accessible now? And unlike Canada, sorry, we don't do Canada, but unlike the misconception, a common misconception is you need to spend at least 800,000, 500,000 just to go abroad. It's not true. Because sa migration business naman recurring, ang cheapest package na mo actually is around 230 to 250,000 pesos. No, na naka 2 years na working visa, tapos pa working mo nga ito, pwede na sa mag-work. As a matter of fact, one of the students na gitabangan ako hinga K to 12, nag-mention, one of the students na na-mention ni Ma'am Norma kaganina, pag-abot niya Australia, gitagaan na ako siya work, and after 1 week, he started earning $1,000 a week. And he is only 18 years old. Graduate siya sa forum, and he's yes, sa Sotero. 18 years old, earning $18,000 a week. Okay, weekly man ito ang sweldo. These are the things that not a lot of people know, and that is why we want to extend this information. I don't want to undermine other local agents, but the difference between us and mga local agents that is not based from Australia is, kami mga to, we know how to live there. And we've got a network of businesses there which we could offer sa mga estudyante. Anyway, I hope I answered your question, Sir JP. Yes, boss. Ingresan mo na sa ko. Anyway, any other question?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. I'm Feldman. I'm a beauty queen.
Feldman, saan ka nagpakulay ng buhok mo?
Oh, that's by nature. No, I did it myself. Yes.
Ako, I tried Agoxinada, it did not come out well.
I don't use that. Anyway, seriously, I'm a school director, and earlier you were talking about young people who were getting a job in Australia, getting opportunities. I was wondering, in my case, I have vowed to develop my self working here in the Philippines for the lab to Inang Bayan, but I have a lot of friends who are now in my age, in their 40s. I hope I don't look like in my 40s yet, but they are thinking of getting a job abroad because they think that no matter how heavy they pound and pound and pound here in the Philippines, they do not get to the level of richness that they have always dreamed of. So I want to know, is there a certain age level or age, let's say when you are in your 40s?
It's very broad. I will try to make it as simple as possible. Everyone has the right to study, no matter how old you are. The question lies on, are you a genuine student or not? Do you really want to go there to study? Yes or no? And generally, we have what we call as a study gap. Study gap means when was the last time you did a formal study? So if you did your bachelor, if you graduated bachelor's degree at the age of 21, finished, and then all of a sudden, oh, I want to go to Australia and study, I'm already 40. The immigration now will start to wonder how come after almost 20 years, you are studying again. So the chance of you getting a visa is slimmer compared to those people who just finished their studies, say you're only 22, 23, or just recently graduated K-12. Yeah. So in terms of age, getting a visa to Australia as a student is the higher your study gap is, the higher risk is your application. That means the least chance to get approved compared to those young people. Now, in terms of job opportunities, as soon as you land in Australia, everyone has an equal job opportunity regardless of your age, and everyone is paid accordingly to what we call as a award rates. Like what I said earlier. So I had a student, 18 years old, who started earning $1,000 a week. Even if let's say for example I'm cooking hamburger, I'm 19 years old, and Korean is cooking hamburger at the age of 40, we will get paid at the same rate. It does not matter how old you are there, but what they refer from their pay rates is whatever the fair work is telling everyone. So fair work is ano yung conversion